What's going on, guys? Kubey, the RDF, Hydra design. Yes, it is. And that's what it says right there. Hydra design. And what is that blade steel over there, buddy? Is it AUS 10? It's all kinds of crazy, isn't it? And what is this? Comes in a box just like this. Folding pocket knife. It's the KU316E, this one being the E, of course. And not much to talk about there, but it's a pretty inexpensive knife, and I'll give you the link for Kubey, and you can check them out. They got a bunch of different, they got the Ruckus out, and they've got different designers they're working with, and these are really interesting. This is the RDE, like I said, but RDE, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, on Hydra design, of course, Alessandra DeSantos, RDF, reduced drag factor, takes its name from the ballistic world, giving continuity to the 7.62 fixed blade knife from which it derives, whatever. So, yes, it wasn't on the Kubey site. I searched all the way down Hydra's Instagram to where finally on one of her postings, she actually let me know what RDF is, because her subsequent postings, no, doesn't say anything about that either. So RDF, it's a nice name and everything, but I kind of want to know. Makes you curious, doesn't it? 7.3 inch overall length, 3.1 blade length, AUS 10, 59 to 61 supposed Rockwell hardness, and we'll test some Kubeys going forward. So we'll find out. I mean, we'll keep this one around. Maybe send this one in. And what do we got? Bead blast, spear point, ceramic bearings. It's inexpensive. It's Alessandra DeSantis. Okay, and 3.6 ounces. Now, you can get them in different, you can get them in 10, you can get them in, I don't know if I print it off. Yeah, kind of thing, you know, different. You can get it in camo, all blacked out, whatever you want, right? 70 bucks. So, AUS 10, is that good for you? I don't know. I mean, I'm not keeping up. Prices have gone up on a lot of these budget knives, so it is kind of crazy. And so I don't even know what to expect anymore. But I have a discount code for you, so you can get 10% off. And also, if you can't find this on the Kubey side, or they're sold out or something, White Mountain Knives, that's another one. 10% off with LTK, the discount code LTK, and they don't charge tax or shipping, so you could always do that. That would knock it down to what, 63 bucks. And it's a button lock. I'd say my biggest bitch about this knife, I mean, I like the design, okay, and the ergos are fine, and this is kind of a not really a thumb ramp, but you definitely got some pretty aggressive jimping here. And, you know, you can always, you know, jump up in here where this little depression is. So you can do things there, and or, you know, to train the blade in a certain way, you know, when you're doing cutting tasks. And by the way, okay. All right, I was gonna just, yeah, I mean, it's got a good factory edge on it. It's adequately sharp out of the box, okay? I was just saying, it seems to me that this is a little bit lacking on detent. See that? And I can just kind of push it out. I don't know. I would think I would want it a little bit more detent than this. Am I worried about this coming open in my pocket or anything? No. But, you know what I'm saying? I can feel it kind of starting to let go a little bit. I think it's a little bit on the light side for detent. And if you get one or you already have one, chime in. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think it's a little light on the detent? You can finger flick it, but no, I'm not worried about it coming open in my pocket or anything. But still, it's just had that feeling. It was just one of those things that hit me when I got it out of the box. Okay. Design's nice, nicely balanced, good ergos. It's a handful. It's got it's got some width there, 12.8, almost 13 millimeters. It's a ½ inch thick, so it's not like 0.38 or anything, And 0.10 at 2.6 millimeter thick blade stock. So it's not overly heavy blade stock either. And it says RDF on the flipper tab. Flipper tab at least keeps your finger from going forward onto the blade. Up here, it's not too obtuse. It's okay. It's subtle enough, but it's effective and it's jimped. So as a flipper, it works fine. It's just when you have a flipper, you can afford to have a little bit more detent to snap. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a flipper. If it didn't have a flipper, I'd say I'd still want maybe a little bit more detent, but having a flipper, I definitely want more detent. Because if you get lazy, you know what I'm saying? You got to put a little intention into this because it does defeat that detent pretty quick. Now, I'm not having any problem with the button lock or anything. That mechanism's working fine. And it's definitely fidget friendly. And it's a Hydra design. Is that all you have to say? Hydra design? She's done designs for Kubey. She's done designs for, God, here, there, and everywhere. And deep carry pocket clip. Tapered screws. You can go left-handed. There's plenty of traction on this G10. So that's nice. Kick it right open. That's nice. So yeah, it does look like one of her designs, does it not? And yeah, she's got it going on. Hydra design, yeah. And how much do you weigh? 3.62, not bad, not bad. We need to measure length though, and I just went past, hold on, I just went past grams again. Okay, 102. Okay, come on. Well, here's my Civivi Cubit, and this is right at 7 inches overall length. It looks about the same, doesn't it? This is like 3.1 inch blade, something like that. And let's put the tape to it. Yeah, just a little over 3 inches, maybe 3.1 at maybe 78 millimeters. And just right at, let's get you up, settled up here. 7 1/4 overall length at, what do we got? Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. 18, close to 18.5 centimeters. And a little area for a lanyard right out here, so that's nice. But yeah, you can go left, right hand, button lock. The ruckus is out, like I was saying, and I'm going to get to that here in a few days as well, because that's an interesting design collaborative as well. So, Kubey, ooh, and take a look at their site. I'll give you a link to their website. There is another new knife that's out as well. I think it's close to a 4-inch blade. It's a really interesting design. You need to check in with them every once in a while. They do have new designs coming out on a regular basis, and they're very interesting. So, yeah, and fit and finish on these is fine. I believe these are ceramic bearings on the pivot. And so, yeah, they're in there with about anyone. Now, are they a little proud? I don't know. Is 70 a little proud for OS 10 and G10? Well, if you can get 10% off and you're at 63, I don't know if you can really expect to wrangle down much more than that. But yeah, if I can get a discount code, I'll call it good. If I'm paying the full 70, I'm going to grumble a little bit myself. But you know what? Prices have been creeping up on budget knives. So there's a lot of Kaisers, Civivi, and others that are kicking it in the $70 and $80 range. Now let's see what we want to do here. Oh, we could go front or back, couldn't we? Ooh, I don't know which one works best. Well, this one's unscrewing easy, so we'll go with this. On the back side, and they have been doing number 8s on the body, so that's a big plus as far as I'm concerned. Now, pocket clip. Number 6. And let's get the other one too. I don't know that I need to get the other one, but I'm going to get them both. And one obviously is going through the spacer, and the other one not, going into the liner probably. So let's kick this open. And there's our G10. There's our nested liner, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done this. Machined that out. And let me see if we could pop this off. And we got to get this spring out here. We got our spring. Okay, go up here. And the button lock. And let's get our little plastic fid and see if we can, we can kind of break this loose a little bit and get it, wiggle this up over there. And there we go. So there's that. And yes, those are ceramic bearings. And there's our little button. And I wonder, yeah, that will push through. Okay. And it did push through. So here's the button. Okay. And here's ceramic bearings on the other side. And I don't know if, oh, there's my stop. Okay, that came out. Anything else want to fall out on me? Okay, but, I don't know what's going on this side. Let me see. Okay, so it just comes apart both ways, and it looks like it's got just a flat spot here. So it's a captured pivot that can be disassembled either front or back, okay? So that's interesting. Kind of a 3-piece pivot going on there, which isn't like every day that it happens, but it's not unusual. And there she is. And it is now truly reduced in drag, reduced drag factor. Hold on, I've just been watching too much stuff about drag queens now. Reduced drag factor. And if you want to be more manly and less drag, then you need to get the RDF, reduced drag factor. And that would be kind of a drag if you didn't. Take care, my friends. We love them knives, including the RDF. Thank you, Hydra. And you guys stay sharp.